Welcome to Present Trade's tutorial on how to create multi-symbols in Stringer Topo software. This feature is perfect when you want to automatically place multiple scaled blocks, like trees with different trunk sizes, canopies, and heights, based on simple descriptions you enter for each point. Let's begin by setting up the custom point format you'll need to make everything work smoothly. Click on the Point Format button. A window will open where you can either edit an existing format or create a completely new one from scratch. For example, if you pick the multi-symbols format, you'll see it structured in a way that makes it easy to break down the description text. The first part is the code, which identifies what kind of object you're describing. Scale 1 reads the first numeric value, like the trunk diameter. Scale 2 represents the canopy diameter. Scale 3 is used for the height. If you need additional parameters, you can define and name them here. You can add as many as you like to fit your project requirements. And of course, you can create a brand new format by clicking Add Format and setting up each field step by step. That's all it takes to build the format. Just remember, this process depends on creating unit-sized blocks, 1 unit, and placing them in your settings folder so the multi-symbol command can reference them automatically. Once your format is ready, it's time to build the multi-symbols themselves. Click on the multi-symbols button to open the main setup window. Next, click Add Multi-Symbol and give your symbol group a name so you can easily identify it later. In the point group section, choose the data source. Here, we'll pick Contourable Civil 3D, but you can use whichever option fits your drawing. Then, select the layer where you want your blocks to be created. Now let's add your first block. Click Add Block, then pick the block you want from the list. If you've prepared your own block, just make sure it's in the correct folder so it appears here. Once you've chosen your block, specify how many scale parameters it has. For example, 3 if you're using trunk diameter, canopy diameter, and height. In the Point Format drop-down, choose the format you just created. This is what tells Stringer Topo how to interpret each part of the point description. For scaling, we'll set the XY scale to scale 2, which represents the canopy diameter, and the Z scale to scale 3, which represents the height. When you're ready, click Create Update Symbol and Stringer Topo will place your scaled 3D block instantly in the drawing. In this example, you can see how it displays a tree whose size matches the exact values we defined. You can also change the block type dynamically based on the type specified in your point properties or description. This way, you can apply different shapes automatically depending on the type number you've assigned. And this is an example of the shapes you can apply based on each type number, so you can see exactly how each block will look in your drawing. Once the block is created, you'll notice it appears directly at the COGO point location with all the scaling you specified. If you want to check or modify any of the values later, you don't need to recreate anything. Just open the tool space and look in the point properties. You'll find all the scale parameters listed, like the trunk diameter, canopy size, or height. The great thing about this workflow is that any time you update a value in the properties, like changing the canopy diameter from 2 to 6, Stringer Topo automatically updates and rescales the block in the drawing to match. It's a quick way to keep everything synchronized without extra steps. And remember, because all your blocks are created at a unit size of 1 meter, any number you enter here simply multiplies the block to the right scale visually. And that's it! A fast and flexible way to create accurately scaled multi-symbol blocks in Stringer Topo. Ready to try this workflow yourself? Contact Present Trade today to get your free trial and bring your survey designs to life with less effort and more precision. Happy designing!